The Normandy landings that occurred on June 6th in 1944 was the result of tremendous buildup and planning on the part of the Allied Supreme Command led by General Eisenhower. Eisenhower had been appointed by Franklin Roosevelt in conjunction with Winston Churchill to lead the Allied forces in the West.
Father Chad Partain, amateur historian familiar with D-Day, says that the Allies faced a daunting task in their operation to liberate Nazi-occupied France.
The Allies built up an invasion force of over 155,000 men that they transported across the English Channel. The weather was against them. Normandy was not the ideal location for an invasion. The Germans were actually expecting an invasion at the Pas de Calais, but Eisenhower chose Normandy as the location as a surprise for the Germans. The weather was horrendous leading up to June 6th in 1944, and so moving that many men and equipment into position and then landing them on the beaches, it became the largest amphibious operation in recorded history.
Partain said Louisiana played a major role in the planning, training, and buildup of forces during World War II.
You know, Louisiana's contribution to the Second World War is often overlooked. The United States Army held their Army maneuvers in 1940 and 41 here in Louisiana, knowing that a war was coming in Europe. And so General Marshall and the chiefs of staff decided to use this area of central Louisiana, North Louisiana, and East Texas in order to train the regular Army for what was coming. The Army maneuvers were primarily geared toward tank warfare, which was developing at that time.
The Hotel Bentley has a display honoring the soldiers who served in World War II. The hotel housed the military leaders during the Louisiana maneuvers, and Partain says much of the planning, strategies, and relationships of the leaders were cemented at the hotel.
The officers billeted here at the Hotel Bentley, and it was here that really strategy was devised for what they knew was going to become the coming World War. When we talk about D-Day, Louisiana's contribution that is significant are really the Higgins boats. And the Higgins boats, which were built in New Orleans, there were two types of Higgins boats. Those were the landing craft that were used to bring men and material right up to the beaches.
Partain says Americans should remember the sacrifices of the men who gave all in the fight to secure freedom on D-Day.
I think they should remember the enormous cost that comes with securing freedom. Of the 150,000 men who stormed the beaches of Normandy that day, over 10,000 of them died on that single day. And so it's a tremendous loss of life. And it's a reminder to us that liberty not only has to be defended, but that defense comes at a price.
Joel Massey, ABC 31 News that works for you.